He's my #1 dad.
I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith.
Anyway, I could only hear one Nancy there.
What this means is if you take your time,
did everybody else only hear one Nancy?
Make sure that you are set up
Wait,
to perform that job as flawlessly as you can. You're going to have a much better result.
I'm having a real rough time of this. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Here's the test to hear how many Nancys we hear.
Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beecham Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases.
So there was only one Nancy, right? I feel like there was only one Nancy. I feel like we fixed it. We've got it. We've got it. Oh my god. Is there even the slightest possibility of not having audio interruptions from all sources? I feel confident that the Nancy problem has been fixed. Okay, so I'm clicking on new game. And only one Nancy should talk to us right now.
Secret of the Scarlet Hand. To start playing, choose either junior or senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose tutorial.
One single Nancy? I think I'm only hearing one Nancy. Did anyone else hear the same thing I heard? I guess it doesn't matter. So I don't know if this is going to be a good experience for anyone or not. I had hoped I would get confirmation that there was only one Nancy, but okay. I'm gonna go get I have to go get my phone and set an alarm. I'm gonna run an ad right now. And then I will be right back. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Is my voice quiet because your volume is low?
No. Higher than you.
Okay, because there's nothing has changed with my microphone. Okay, so now I'm being told my volume is always too low and nobody can hear me anyway. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm running an ad. See you in a bit. Hi, I am back at my desk. Yeah, I don't understand why somebody thought my voice was quiet because my voice is screaming in my own ear, so all right. But the idea here was that I would play the ad an hour in, except I forgot to set a timer for that, which is like a typical Erin thing. But hopefully, from this point forward, we'll run them every hour. I'm having a great day. Listen, here's the thing. I'm having an okay day. But I think that one of the issues I have here is that my husband is very helpful, but sometimes the kind of help he helps with is not the help I need. And so he just was like, your voice is too quiet and we can't hear you well. And I was like, are you joking? because I haven't changed my mic settings since like months. And does that mean every stream I've done, no one's been hearing me talk? That seems weird because I've been interacting with you guys in the chat and stuff. So anyway, that was one of those things where I was like, sometimes help isn't helpful. And like, I am guilty of that too, right? Like, we're all guilty of that. Like, saying something that we think is helpful that turns out to be the actual 1,000,000% opposite of helpful in every single way. Guys, okay, listen, do you like my on purpose frazzled hair? Like, anyway, I feel like Jason's helpful comment that wasn't really helpful is super on brand for a Nancy Drew stream if you really want to know. But, okay.
Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beecham Museum in Washington, D.C.
Only one Nancy is
you, by the
talking
way.
right now.
How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in
And that's fine. I am very excited that only one Nancy is talking. So let's get into this game. We literally I just only clicked this. Nancy read her letter to us. That's all that's happened so far today. Let's get into this. We're picking junior detective because we are under no illusions that we are a senior detective. Like, that ship has sailed. I no longer am ever going to be under the impression that I could ever possibly be considered a senior detective. Let's get on with this.
Dear Dad,
maybe like
greetings
6 or
from
7
the new
games
deputy
from now.
curator at Beecham Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith.
Her hair is
apparently it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field.
I don't know. I guess it's of its
Beach
time.
Hill
I
plans to
probably would
feature
have
the
liked that
monolith in an
hairstyle way
upcoming
back
exhibition.
in the day.
Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill. I was just checking the lock on this display case. This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 AD. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair. He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
Okay. I've got to say, I love... Joanna Riggs, was it? I love Joanna Riggs. Let's okay, you know what? I'm not going to be distracted by silly things like this. I'm going to say to myself, don't be distracted by anything right now. Let's talk about Joanna Riggs. 1, great sweater. Flawless sweater, love it. Hair, cute for the time that this is set in, I think. Maybe not so much today, but that's neither here nor there. I'm checking the lock on this display case is a weird thing to say out of nowhere. Hi, Flower Plustron. Hi, welcome on in. Thanks for lurking. I've got you on another screen over here too. I saw you were like placing like chairs as, I don't know if you were placing them as like a border or something, but it looked like you were making a sectional sofa. And I kept thinking, oh, are you making a sectional sofa? I don't know. Anyway. Anyway. Enjoy your lurk. And I will continue to lurk over on your side too. Okay. What else about Joanna Riggs? She's very cute. This is a very cute woman in front of us here. I enjoy her saying to me, oh, it was the way when we had that, like when we were looking at from overhead, like as if we were watching ourselves through a CCTV camera. And I'm like, is that Jade? And she says, yeah. Like she answered it like it was a Sesame Street segment. Yes. They use Jade for blah, 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 blah. That was cute. Outlining the grass. Ah. So like a border almost, or yeah, I get it. Like landscaping, I get it. I'm gonna okay. Let's respond to her comment about us potentially being a terrible employee. There's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start, is the option we're going to pick. We also could have said, I'm glad to be here. Please tell me more about the exhibit. Let's say the one thing I've learned from my father line. For anyone
There's
who...
one thing I've learned from my father. It's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
So for anyone not familiar with the lore in here regarding Nancy Drew and Candy Wren, brief, quick rundown. I have an abundance of confidence that I can zip my way through these Nancy Drew games. My memory obviously is terrible because I feel like when I played any of these games originally, I zipped right through them and they were super fun. Zip, 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 zap. This is not true. This is a complete falsehood. Someone has kidnapped me and replaced my memories with false memories of Nancy Drew games being super easy and super fun all the time with no banging your head on a wall moments. So this is the headspace we are in when we come into a Nancy game, is that I'm convinced that this is going to be a walk in the park. I mean, come on. It's an old game from the olden days, and I've already played it at least once, and so why wouldn't this be a walk in the park? It's never a walk in the park. It's always terrible. It's always terrible because of my overconfidence, I constantly don't follow any of the rules of a Nancy Drew game. I don't exhaust dialogue options with people. I don't look at everything. I don't take my time while walking from place to place to see if there's anything where my cursor would turn into like a magnifying glass and I could look at a thing. I don't find the interactables because I run right past them 75 times. I don't pay attention to the clock. So like when something's supposed to happen at a certain time, I'm never there at the time it's supposed to happen at, etc., etc. It's an endless series of me rushing right past the thing I'm supposed to be doing now and then getting mad about it later. So, and the Candy Wren thing comes from in my most recent play through of Secrets Can Kill, when I was looking at the jukebox and the name of the jukebox company was like in letters on it, and it was just Nancy Drew spelled backwards, and I spent about 10 or 15 minutes trying to work out what the anagram was and came up with Candy Wren. So we're Candy Wren. That's who we are when we play Nancy Drew. Okay, so now you are all caught up on the lore, I guess. We are going to, this is like maybe the 5th time that we are attempting to play Scarlet Hand, because every single time there has been either a massive technical issue or I got frustrated and rage quit. So for this playthrough specifically, there's a walkthrough open on this screen, and we're just going to follow the walkthrough whenever there's a situation where I'm like, I'm not sure what I should do or say, or what the next thing is. If you are in the chat and you think to yourself, oh, I shouldn't backseat, today is a day where you should backseat. Backseat, backseat, backseat. Absolutely, you should be backseating today, because we want to finish this game and we want there to be no crash outs. All right, we're all up to speed. Let's get going. There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those out, we'll regroup. That's the last thing Joanna said to us. So I can ask, where's the rest of the staff around here? Or before I dig in, can you tell me about the exhibit we're gearing up for? And I'm a big cheater. We're looking at the walkthrough already. It says, okay, it's not telling me what specifically to click on, so I'm going to click on whatever.
Where's the rest of the staff around here?
We've had to make some, budget cutbacks, so we'll be relying heavily on our volunteer staff. Namely, you. Besides Henrik and me, the only people who will be around to pester you are Taylor Sinclair, my ace art dealer, and Alejandro Del Rio, attaché to the Mexican consulate and executive thorn in my side.
Oh, the Mexican consulate, huh? What a pain in the ass. Okay. So, we've got Henrik, Joanna, Taylor Sinclair, and Alejandro Del Rio. Those are the people we should be interacting with today. I'm writing down their names because that way, if I ever get to a point where I'm like, I don't know what to do next, and I haven't looked at the walkthrough, I will have a list of people that I should potentially talk to at any given moment. Henrik, I think he's the translating guy. He's a whiz at translating hieroglyphs or something like that. Joanna, but I don't think we can talk to her very often. I think her office door gets locked when we leave. Taylor and Alejandro. Okay. Their names have been written down. Let's go. Tell me more about Alejandro Del Rio. Tell me more about the exhibit. Let's ask about the dude.
Tell me more about Alejandro Del Rio.
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith? It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old, with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
Tell me about Alejandro. Ugh. Let me tell you about this massive pillar of stone instead. Joanna, I love you. I love you. You're wonderful. Everything about you is wonderful, and I am enjoying talking to you. Let's hope I love everyone else just as much. Could you explain what a glyph is? How do you know it's 1,500 years old? What purpose did the monolith serve? Hopefully we can ask all three, because I'm going to start at the top, and hopefully we can work our way through all three.
Could you explain what a glyph is?
A glyph, as in hieroglyphic, is a picture that represents a word or an idea. Henrik is the human encyclopedia on the subject.
How many glyphs are there in all? How do you translate them?
How many glyphs are there in all?
Henrik can help you with that.
Who's Henrik? Or Henrik, is he on staff here at the museum? She's already told us that Henrik is on staff here at the museum. Literally a few seconds ago. That's why I wrote his name down in my notebook.
Henrik, is he on staff here at the museum?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Okay, so now I can say thanks for the orientation, Joanna. I'll talk to you later, which means we didn't get to ask anything else. Or I can say any last advice before I get down to business. And I feel like there was a lot of speech options that we didn't pick, that we didn't Game, you
Any
better
last
not punish
advice
me for
before
this.
I get down to business?
Semper ubi sabubi.
Always wear underwear. Okay. So, if I click on her, she will not talk to me, but let's do it anyway.
How are the tasks coming along?
I haven't seen the list yet. Actually, I haven't started them.
I haven't seen the list yet.
Well, get cracking. The last deputy curator was like a tempest in a teapot around here. Caused me nothing but grief.
We were able to talk to her some more. See, this was a classic Erin move where I would have been like, she just ended the conversation and blah, blah, blah. So now we can't talk to her. Guess what? We could. Let's ask who this so-called tempest was. Or what kind of grief. Who or what? Who or what? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's ask about what?
What kind of grief?
I'll tell you about Sonny's some other time.
Okay, well, we got the name that way too. I've got work to do.
I've got work to do.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, we can look at the stuff on the wall here, so let's do that. These seem to be Joanna's various credentials. Okay, and was that the extent of what we could look at? Yes. We can look at this. The Great Plaza of Pakal, maybe? I'm saying Pakal based on the fact that we were talking about Pakal earlier, but like that could say anything. I can't really read that. Guatemala. Don't go out this door yet. Okay, we cannot snoop at her desk. That's fine. Okay. Here is a thing. It's like a glyph, I think. I think that the statues are also glyphs, but I'm not... I think, but like I could be completely wrong because as you know, this game has been a thorn in my side for a while. Okay. A little statuette there. We have no comment on that, but okay, we can look at this magazine. Art in the Americas, Hidden Guatemala. An interview with Prudence Rutherford. By Daphne Wu. How did a New York society woman like yourself end up in Topeka, Kansas? Rutherford. My husband, Herbert Laszlo, was a hydro engineer. When he got appointed to head up the Kansas River Flood Control Project, naturally we came to Topeka. When Herbert drowned, everyone thought I would make a beeline back to New York. But after 36 years in Topeka, I didn't have the heart to leave. The truth is, this is my home now. What a massive thing to drop in a sentence that has that does not elaborate on it in any way, shape, or form afterwards. Ooh. Just as an aside, I find it interesting that you never took his name. That was almost unheard of at the time of your marriage, wasn't it? Rutherford. Well, yes, I was never one to worry about conventions. And where I come from, once a Rutherford, always a Rutherford. Ooh. Well, you certainly have been a trailblazer. Now back to Topeka. What about your love for the arts? What in the world do you do for culture and entertainment here? Rutherford. Oh, my stars. Don't underestimate Topeka, dear. The arts are alive and well here. We have theater, symphony, and over 20 art galleries. I organize the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Corn Growers Ball, and I sit on the Topeka Commission for the Arts, too. This is the capital of Kansas, after all. Can I click on
Topeka
that?
Commission for the Arts. How cultured.
Okay. So Nancy wants to notice the Topeka Commission for the Arts thing. Ooh. Ms. Rutherford, art appraiser, is thrilled to be featuring your fire ruby necklace in this month's issue. Please tell us about this extraordinary piece of jewelry. Hello, Chessie Black. Hope y'all are doing well. Gonna lurk some. Thank you for the lurk, Chessie. Thank you. Welcome on in. Okay. The necklace originally belonged to Herbert's mother, Hester. Rest her soul. We never got along. Oh, but those rubies really did blaze like a burning ring of fire around her neck. You had the necklace altered when you inherited it, is that right? Yes. Well, Hester's spirit was just a bit too overpowering in the necklace. I felt like I was going to be strangled whenever I wore it. So I decided to add a piece from my own family to balance out the energies and, make it my own. Lady Rutherford's fire ruby necklace. Close-up of the jade carving. Okay, I turned the page, sorry. You must be referring to that extraordinary jade piece. Tell us about it. My great-grandfather, Ruffleton Rutherford, was one of the premier archaeologists of his day. This jade carving came from one of his most groundbreaking digs. Whoops, no pun intended. At a Maya ruin in the Amazon jungle. I believe the year was 1898. So this is a real Maya artifact? Yes, carved by real Maya hands. And isn't it just amazing to think how many more hands this piece has passed through on its way to 21st century Topeka? Oh, my stars. It gives me goosebumps. Any idea what the carving symbolizes? Well, this picture is a glyph. In Mayan culture, it stands for a number of things. Snake, green, south, and I'm not sure what else. Fascinating. Isn't it though? This necklace is one of my most prized possessions. That's why I keep it at the villa. I just can't bear to have it locked up in some cold bank vault where I can never see it or wear it. The insurance company advises me against it, but I tell them, jewelry is to be worn and enjoyed, darlings. Don't you agree? Certainly, Ms. Rutherford. And now, with this article, many more people will be able to enjoy your extraordinary necklace. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. The pleasure was all mine. Okay, so I just want to take a look at this glyph because we are certainly going to need to know green, snake, and south. Why are there little red dots? Stop being little red dots. Thank you. Okay. Honestly, I don't see a snake in this. I was hoping that I would look at it and I'd be like, yes, okay, I see a snake. So if I see this again, I'll know that it means green, snake, or south. Also, these glyphs are so elaborate. Like, there's like so many strokes to create this image. I don't know how I'm going to memorize this, so I feel like maybe we are going to take a quick photograph. Look at this photograph to remind you what this glyph means. Da 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 da. Okay, this means snake, green, and south. You think telling myself that will make it so that I remember for later when I need to know? We shall find out. Okay, so I believe that's it. We've read the magazine to its fullest. We can continue looking around here. Okay. There's nothing like on the floor or whatever. What's the soap opera one? Anyway, in the soap opera one, we got a package in the mail that I didn't see several times. I walked past it back and forth without seeing it because I didn't look down while I was standing near the phone. So now I'm like worried about that kind of a thing. Finding the Maya. A Lost Civilization Speaks. September 29th to April 30th, Beach Hill Museum. Okay, we can look at this. Major contributors to Beach Hill Museum. Mary and L.A. Owens, Peter Trudeau, Millard and Nellie Ulmer, Dr. Maria Claw, Marjorie and Alvin DeVee, Hugh Honeyham, the Overman family, Persimmon Woods, Marquis Del Valcone. The Beach Hill Board of Directors wishes to thank these generous donors. The Spangenberg family, Marianne G.B. Chiltowski, Rosemary Fish, Millicent and Casper Lawrence Jones, the Esther Beeswax and Snooky McGee Foundation, Astrid Starflex, Punchy LaRue, Ugrin family, Bubba Fatsis, Artemis Basque, Philip Funk. If any of these are referential and we are meant to be like, oh, haha, look, it's that. No memory at all whatsoever of any of these names. I am tremendously battle scarred from this particular game. So just know that if someone's name pops up and it's like, that was the guy from the game we just played, I have no recollection of that. Fruited Hayashi, Iund Bayou, Dr. B. Thomas, Dagmar Burke, Salamander Jones, Regina Flanks, Rusty Dents, Maxine Del Flores, Theman Larson, okay? And then
Topeka Commission for the Arts.
Ooh,
That's
the Topeka
organization
Commission for the
Prudence
Arts.
Rutherford works for.
There we go. Yoshi Piffinpath, Penelope Kitty, Rudolph Stuttgart, ND Fan 123, Frou Frou Laboo, Peter Piper, Rolf Stroganoff, Jaime McGruff, Kimbo S. Wafa, and Vladimir Eaps. This makes me think that some of these might be people who were actual Nancy Drew fans. Might have been honored by having their names added to the thing. And there's something in the corner here that we can pick up. It's a piece of paper. Addenda to the Palenque Monolith loan contract between the Republic of Mexico and Beach Hill Museum, Washington, D.C., USA. And then there's some changes here, right? Like, so paragraph 7, section 8A, Beach Hill shall make 2 payments of $250,000. The first being paid upon execution of this contract, the second being paid upon delivery, nope, 30 days after the delivery of property. Paragraph 7, section 10A, the duration of the loan shall be 90 days from the opening of the exhibit and no more than 120 days, 200 days total. I think that might, okay, sorry. So I have to read this and then skip to the bottom. Paragraph 12, section 1E. PvP Jumper says, one of those names, Punchy LaRue, is an American voice actress who portrayed Bess Marvin in the final scene. Oh, cool. See? That's one of those things where I would not have known. I did recognize the name Punchy LaRue, so I knew it was of some significance. I just didn't know what significance it was. And like I said, I'm battle scarred. Also, the game I was referring where I walked past the package multiple times, that was the last scene. Or no, wait, the final scene was the movie theater one. Right? Was the final scene the movie theater one? If it was, it's literally the one we finished right before starting this game. Except, of course, that was like several months ago because of how bad this game has been. How bad our playthrough of this game has been. This game's not bad. I'm not blaming the game. But I am blaming our playthrough has been awful. During the period of the loan, Beach Hill shall have the exclusive rights to reproduce images of the property for the following derivative works. Yes, you're right. It's the movie theater one just before this. Yeah, the one, I can't remember what the one at the soap opera is called, but that's the one where I kept walking past the box and missing it entirely. Postcard. Okay, sorry. Following derivative works: postcards, posters, t-shirts, coffee mugs, keychains, and then they're like, no, and mouse pads. And paragraph 20, section 22D, Beach Hill shall assume full liability in the amount of $5 million, $1 million for the property for the duration of the agreement, accepted this whateverth day of the whateverth month of the year whatever. And Joanna Riggs has signed this, and Alejandro Del Rio has not signed this, so that leads me to think we should probably be getting that signed. But who knows? Maybe that's not part of our job. A traveler's guide to Beach Hill Museum. So here are some glyphs. We're going to take a picture because our memory is terrible. Ikahau, god of travelers. All right, good enough. And then in here, there's also wind god and thorn. All All right, we got pictures of these. And this is also a map of the museum. Which is of value to us. We are currently in the rotunda. And then if we go in here, we'll be in the exhibition hall. Then there's like the temple and the garden. And I think this right here is the monolith. Okay. Can we look in this guest book thing? No. Okay.
The knob is missing.
The knob is missing. Finding the Maya. Temple keycard. And then we got the glyph for road. Okay. I think we take that. Yes, we do take that. Okay. I don't think we have access to anything else from in here. Okay. All right. Turn around and leave. Head into the museum exhibit. We can't. There's a sign here next to the door, but we're not allowed to look at it. You see this sign here? Are we allowed to look at it? Exhibition hall. Okay, there we go. So I have previously spent lots of time wandering around the exhibition hall instead of not doing that. And so today there's time for the exhibition hall later. Let's take a picture of this glyph. Ah, water. Okay. I love looking at bulletin boards. But not here, apparently. Attention, do not remove lab equipment from premises without prior consent of management. We are not allowed to look at these. Okay. So let's go in here into the laboratory. You can't click there. You have to click here. Okay. Oh, look, a gentleman is here. By the way, these red artifacts are driving me bonkers.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
Well, hello, Hendrik Vanderheun. I hear you have a Vanderhead or something like that. Pleased to meet you. What are you working on? That's right, I'm Nancy. Joanna tells me you're translating the glyphs on the Palenka monolith. Well, this makes it seem like I actually listened, and this makes it seem like I didn't.
That's right, I'm Nancy. Joanna tells me you're translating the glyphs on the Palenque monolith.
Yes, it's quite a project. The opportunity of a lifetime for me.
Dude, why do you sound like the bad guy in an 80s movie? Why are you wearing that mask? How's the translation coming along? Let's ask about the mask.
Why are you wearing that mask?
Oh, these dusty old artifacts are murder on my allergies. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Okay. Sure thing, Bane. So maybe not a 90s movie or an 80s movie. Maybe the bad guy from a 2000s movie. Did you know the deputy curator who was here before me? I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway? Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me? I'm going to ask. I don't know which one I want to know. What does my walkthrough say? Feel free to shout in the chat if you want to give any, like, try this or do this. The walkthrough does not help you with any dialogue choices. So, did you know the deputy curator who was here
Did
before
you know
me?
the deputy curator who was here before me?
Hurricane Sunny? I'm afraid I did. If he wasn't losing paperwork or setting off the fire alarm, he was cornering our visitors with his theory that the Maya were abducted by aliens. I'm afraid you'll be cleaning up his messes for a while.
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process, involving research, piecing lots of different elements together, and a healthy dose of guesswork.
So there isn't a definitive dictionary of the Mayan glyphs where you can look things up? I'm rolling my eyes because Nancy is usually so much more of a smarty pants than this. But let's click on this anyway.
So there isn't a definitive dictionary of Maya glyphs where you can look things up?
Oh, I'm afraid not. You see, glyphs are so intricate and full of subtleties that multiple meanings may be embedded in a single glyph. So 3 distinct-looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine, roughly, but with different nuances. There is so much we still don't know. Lucky for me, I guess, or I'd be out of a job.
Okay, can I just say that you have said a contradictive statement here. Glyphs are intricate and full of subtleties. Multiple meanings could be embedded in a single glyph. So one glyph could mean multiple things, right? And I'm not saying that it's not a contradictory statement that's problematic. Because 3 distinct looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine roughly, but with different nuances is also true. That links those 2 sentences together makes it sound like you're saying this, therefore that, when in fact what you're saying is this, and also that. And I feel like this renders this whole paragraph contradictory when it needn't be. All right, there, I said it. Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Joanna
Always wear
turned me loose
underwear.
Without too many
Kidding.
Instructions. Do you have any
I
advice
mean, maybe
for me?
he'll say
Well,
that. Who knows?
as you've probably heard, the museum is closed in preparation for the exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place. Please explore. The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of the lab as your home base, your center of communications. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent, but I suspect you wouldn't have it any other way.
Hi, Miri. Hi, Miri. I'm just going to say Miri because otherwise I'm going to mess it up. Welcome on in. Thanks for joining us. We are playing Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. So far, so good. See you around, Henrik.
See you around, Henrik.
Bye.
Okay, so let's look around here. These are some shards of pottery, right?
It looks like some pieces are missing.
And some pieces are missing for us to be able to rebuild whatever that is. Okay, then we've got... This looks like it's a radio. Is this a ham radio? I don't know anything about radios, but there it is. Here's a desk belonging to... I don't know, but look, Chaco Canyon Cultural Center, Sheila Schultz, director. 1613 Gamehan Way, Yatahai, New Mexico. Okay, so maybe this is a phone number we will need to phone at some point. I don't know. And then there's a book we can look at. The Dynaham Instruction Manual, the 2000 model series. Okay, so yes, it is a ham radio. Right. I don't feel like we need to use this immediately, but it's good to know that we have it should we need to use it. Okay. Put that away. Put that away, good girl. There's a good girl, Nancy. There's a good... Okay.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay. I mean, no kidding, it's locked. It's not even our desk. How do we leave? Okay. Nobody panic. This is the kind of situation that gets me stressed out. It is locked, Miri. Okay, what else have we got? Okay. This is misleading because it looks like we're gonna look at that corner of the cabinet there, but it's not. Okay. Do not operate without permission. Okay, well, so no touchy, obviously. Or at least not yet. Okay. All right, that's also something cool that we can't do anything with yet. We've got the periodic table of elements. Cool. We used that in the high school game. All right. Here's a phone. Check voicemail often. I don't know how to check voicemail.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Okay, that's how you check voicemail. Here's a list of vendors. Super Archiver, framing tools and supplies, brushes. Silvio's curatorial bonanza. Sale on bubble wrap and other packing supplies. Order ASAP. Preservation first. Gloves, smocks, acid-free tissue, cotton balls. Contact Igor. Keep it real restoration. Acetone, isopropyl alcohol, mercuric sulfide. Contact Mac. The Microscope Doctor. Last service 6:16. Next service 12:16. Contact Dr. Bob. Okay. And then we have the note. Oh, here's our tasks. Okay. Yummy chocolates. Sort out shards of pottery and reassemble pot at lab workstation. Switch out plain knobs on display cases with Maya themed knobs. This says it's done, but there were no knobs. Oh wait, display cases, not the earbuds place. Priority: bring addenda to monolith loan agreement to Alejandro Del Rio at the Mexican consulate for signature. Order bubble wrap, packing tape, and sticky labels. Match recorded narrations to appropriate displays in the main exhibition hall. You'll need headphones for this. Record Maya numbering exhibit in the main exhibition hall. Oh, reorder. Reorder Maya numbering, yada, yada, yada. Sunny was here. Okay. So, let's do this thing. 202-555-9963.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
202-555-99. Oops. Okay. Oops. Nope. Nope. Hang up. Yes, I see now. Okay. So just 555-9963. You got it.
You have no voice.
Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza is open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Please call back during regular business hours.
7? How did it get to be 7? We literally just started our day. Is it 7 p.m.? Jesus. Okay, well, whatever. Anything in this drawer? Oh, look, the knob. I'll grab that. And then there's this property of Sunny June. No Coco Kringle for you, buddy. Notes. I hate that BJL game or BUL game. It's all random, or is it? Choosing when I pass, when the computer passes, 4 pieces of porn, different than dice. Try Pascal's triangle. 1 and 3, frequency of 4. 2. Okay. Blaise Pascal's triangle. Aliens did it. New Mexico. Artifact. Alejandro Rock. Hey. The Beach Hill Gang. Blah, blah, blah. Stop losing my things. Blah, blah, blah. Stop breaking my stuff. Quit daydreaming. What's she got up her sleeve? Get to work, Sunny. Hurricane Sunny. Yeah. Beach Hill. Help. Saw Sinclair the other day. Warning, never look directly at Sinclair's tie. He's got a radioactive tie. Oh, that audio narration thingy is going to be so much work. Luckily, old Hurricane Sunny managed to borrow Joanna's notes for the project. Note to self. Must distract Joanna only after her coffee break. Okay, let's see. Garden. OCHKJ. Okay. And Temple. DBILGNMEFA. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick photo of these two things for future reference. Okay, that. Okay. Must surf web. Sigh. Sure wish the lab had a computer. I just have to check out the latest alien adventure games. www.justadventure.com. If only someone would make a game about the Maya and toss in some aliens, UFOs, of course. Sunny's latest adventure game is #1. Temple in the Sky. Yay! This museum gig is such a boring job. Uh-oh, Joanna found out about the stinky cheese incident. Big trouble now. I wonder who ratted out on me. Must have been that Coco Bandit. Whoops, I hear Storm and Joanna coming over. Better hide this. Okay, and then we can close the book by... I do think that in real life, people are able to close books even if they're on the last page of the book without having to flip through all of the previous pages again. So that is a somewhat irksome habit of the Nancy Drew games, but I'm fine. Okay. Lab safety precautions. We do not get to read those. Okay, I think we can find the shards for the pot, like hanging around in here places. We can't open that. BH1403. Maybe we'll need a key for that. Okay. Sunny's stuff. We got a diskette and a piece of a shard and just some random junk. Okay. So we have one piece. I think we need to find two pieces though to be able to... Okay. I don't know what that is yet. We'll have to find that out later, I think.
I need to find another piece.
Okay, so we still need one more piece. Okay, we can do that, Nancy. Where do we think that one more piece is? Like, it couldn't possibly be lying around in the museum itself, could it? Like, in the exhibit, I mean. Okay, but we can put this knob on here, right? Which side needs the knob? This side. Then we can open it and grab a set of earbuds. Earphones. This one, obviously. Obviously, that's the one we would want to grab. Okay. Wait. Why do we still have that in our inventory? Why didn't we put it with the rest of them? I am confused. Okay, I don't see a piece of pottery shard anywhere here. Maybe it is in the exhibit. Okay, can you... Thank you. The floors are so shiny, it feels like I'm like, are we walking down into water? What's going on here? Okay, I'm just looking for a pottery shard, like a missing pottery shard here. We'll look at all this other stuff later. Oops. Okay, I don't see a pottery shard anywhere. So I don't feel like we're supposed to find it there. Okay. Maybe in the garden part? Again, I feel like that would be like beyond, like that would be like really, really negligent. Like lost in a box somewhere makes a tiny amount of sense. Randomly lying around on the ground somewhere does not. Is this the monolith?
This side looks damaged.
Nancy Drew, or should I say, Detective Drew. I'm Sinclair.
Okay, Sinclair, your mustache should be outlawed. Forget about his tie. His mustache should be outlawed. Who told you I was a detective? Hi there, I guess you've done your homework.
Hi there. I guess you've done your homework.
I was at a meeting with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
The BOD? Well, I'm not on a case right now. That's for sure. I'm the new deputy curator, remember? BOD means board of directors, but let's ask so that in case Nancy doesn't know.
The BOD?
That would be the board of directors, those cranky old cats. They do keep the ducks squared away around here, I'll give them that. So, how's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
Do diamonds count? But Beach Hill didn't buy this piece, did they? My understanding was that it's on the loan from Mexico. So this is the monolith?
But Beach Hill didn't buy this piece, did they? My understanding was that it's on loan from Mexico.
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp. Seriously, though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
What kind of jeopardy? Oh, no! Is there something I can do?
Oh, no. Is there something I can do?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of Beach Hill, I just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
What scoundrels? Joanna told you to butt out? Of what?
Joanna told you to butt out? Of what?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
Well, you got me worried. Can we talk now? Or where's your office?
Where's your office?
707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
Okay. And on that note, very briefly, we will take a break. I'm going to run an ad. I'll put you on the menu screen so you can listen to Nancy Drew music, and I will be right back. am back. I appreciate you guys waiting. Let me double check something. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Continue game. And sometimes I click the wrong button and I get stressed about it. Okay, so we've talked to Alejandro. His mustache is more egregious than his tie, but also while I was on that quick break, I did look at the walkthrough and I found where the pottery shard is. So we're gonna go grab that. Whee! And then I think after fixing the pottery, we'll go to the hotel, sleep, and then in the morning we'll go see Alejandro. And then after we see Alejandro, we will then here we go. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go see Alejandro, and then we'll call the shipping supplies guy. But for now, let's go fix this pottery. Yeah, I feel like I'm walking into a like a giant pool of water. Like the floor is just so shiny there. Okay. Okay, here we go.
There. Now I can start putting this together.
This goes here. Goes here. This, oh, not yet. Oh, hang on, there's a missing bottom piece still. My bad. This goes here. This goes here. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess it did go there. This goes here. And this goes.
That's done.
All right, guys, that's done. Yay! Okay, so let's go to the desk and mark that as done. Sort out shards of pottery, reassemble pot. Wait, what? Why can't I mark it as done? We don't get to mark it? Why do I have a pen then? Oh, never mind. I wasn't highlighting the right spot. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Let's go to our hotel and sleep for till the morning. Ideally, we would have finished this before we had our first or second, whatever you want to call it. Before we had our break, ideally we would have finished this, but I was too slow, so that's on me. Let's go to the hotel. What time does the embassy open? Do we know? Let me look and see if the walkthrough has an answer to that. There is no note as to what time to go to the consulate. Okay, so I guess we'll just hopefully 8 a.m. is good enough. But let's actually try sticking this disc in our laptop and see what we can find. Oh, we don't have a password. Dad's friend Franklin Rose, 555-1441, asked me to volunteer as an assistant curator at the Beach Hill Museum. The museum is preparing an exhibit on the ancient civilization of the Maya that includes a monolith recently excavated in Mexico. I met my boss, Joanna Riggs, who showed me the museum's prized possession, a carving of a Maya king, Pakal, who ruled over the ancient city of Palenque. Oh, obviously Pakal was not what was on that picture. Was said like, you know, such somewhere, Guatemala. Obviously Pakal wasn't the name of the place, because the city's called Palenque, not Pakal. So there you go. That answers that question. Met the museum's epigrapher, Maya language specialist, Henrik van der Heun, working on translating the inscriptions on the monolith. Pottery in the lab needs to be pieced back together, but some pieces are missing. The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center's number is 555-1222. Why is everyone's phone prefixes 555? Way to hang a lantern on it there, Lancy Drew. That's good. Need to bring papers about the monolith to the Mexican consulate. Found Sonny's diskette. Information on the diskette may help me with my tasks. Met art dealer Taylor Sinclair, who helps the museum purchase artifacts. Concerned about the museum, should go talk to him at his office. Prudence Rutherford was a member of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, which is a donor to the museum. See if Franklin knows her. Okay, so we should call Franklin at some point. Sonny's diskette is password protected. Look around his desk for clues as to what it could be. Be sure to check in with Bess and George. Okay. Coco Kringle. Chocolate? What about just Coco? Okay, what about Kringle? All right, we'll have to look tomorrow. Hello, Togo. Okay. Is it too late to call anybody now? 10 p.m. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's set the alarm. It was 10:45 p.m. It was almost 11. Oops. Alarm. Let's set the alarm for 8 a.m. and see if that works. Okay. We have set the alarm for 8 a.m. Please let me turn around. Thank you, game. Okay. Best. 1 5 2 3 5 5 5 4 4 6 8.
Hello? Hey, Bess, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning.
Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her.
Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
So far, so good. There's a lot of excitement about the upcoming exhibit, especially since we have the Palenque monolith.
The who?
The monolith. It's a giant block of stone recently excavated from a cave near Palenque in Mexico. Apparently, it's a very big deal. They think it's 1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Maybe Bigfoot's refrigerator.
Sorry, Nancy, but how would a person tell this monolith apart from, say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing, it has Maya glyphs carved into it.
Glyphs?
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs. Joanna says the glyphs might be a message from King Pakal.
What kind of message?
We don't know yet. Henrik van der Heun, Beach Hill's epigrapher, is working on a translation.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
Well, Nancy, You're sounding very curatorial.
Very curatorial indeed. We've been worried that you would be a little bored without a mystery to solve, but it sounds like your brain will have plenty to chew on.
The whole Maya culture is a mystery to me at the moment. The last thing I'm going to be is bored. I'm sure of that.
Speaking of kings, this card game's not over yet, Bess.
Yes, well, I hope you've got plenty of bait for your fishing pole, dear cousin.
Okay, you two. I'll call back later.
Call back soon.
Yeah, and good luck.
Okay, so it is now 8:15, so that didn't use up too much time. I don't know how long riding the subway will take, though.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, great to hear from you. How's the internship treating you? Are Joanna and Henrik showing you the ropes?
So far, so good, I think. There's a lot of work to do before we launch this exhibit, but somehow we'll pull it off. I've got a lot to learn about the Maya, but Joanna and Henrik seem very knowledgeable. Beach Hill's an amazing place, and after that kidnapping case at the Royal Palladium, the mysteries of the ancient Maya are just my speed. I'm going to say this.
I've got a lot to learn about the Maya, but Joanna and Henrik seem very knowledgeable.
Glad to hear you're settling in. I'm off to a meeting, but feel free to call me if you have any questions.
I'm sure everything's going to be smooth sailing, Mr. Rose. Thanks, Mr. Rose.
I'm sure everything's going to be smooth sailing, Mr.
I thought
Rose.
we were supposed
Bye,
to ask
kiddo.
about the Topeka blobbity bloopity bloop bloops. Okay, well, anyway, we didn't do that. We didn't ask him about the Topeka yada 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 and Mrs. Rutherford, but that's fine. Let's head out to... Hang on. Yeah, it's too late. I already left the room. Okay, let's head to the consulate and get the addenda signed, if we can. We switch trains at Metro Center, then we switch trains at Roslyn. Oh no, we didn't have to switch trains at Roslyn, sorry. Consulado, I think, de Mexico in Washington, D.C. Consulado General de Mexico. Oh, whoops, yeah, I said Mexico outside, but no, I guess they would call it Mexico. We've got a pamphlet we can look at. Information for art collectors, dealers, and curators. Establishing legal provenance. It's your duty. The Art Collectors Guild of Mexico. Provenance, the history of ownership. A work of art may travel great distances and change hands many times during the course of its lifetime. Typically, legal transfer of ownership happens either as a sale, an inheritance, or a gift. Provenance documents are an important means of establishing an artwork's authenticity, as well as confirming the legality of its ownership. They show the geographic, personal, and commercial root of a work of art. That is, they identify the date of each exchange, the names of the people involved, the circumstances of the transfer, and the location where the transaction has taken place. Ideally, an unbroken chain of ownership can be traced all the way from the artist's workshop to the present day. Frequently, though, some documents are missing. The art dealer or museum creator has no way of knowing how the artwork has been exchanged during these gaps in the record. When this is the case, the legality of present-day ownership becomes suspect. When researching an artwork's provenance, the following documents may provide clues: exhibition catalogs, sales catalogs, collection catalogs, papers and business records of collectors, papers and business records of dealers, wills, and insurance inventories. All right, cool. I think that's everything we're to look at over there. So let's turn around. Turn around. Oh, hang on, wait. Oh my gosh, are we trapped? Is this the door we came in? God dang it. Okay. Okay, here we go.
How may I help you?
I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill. Buenos dias, me llamo Nancy Drew. I have some paperwork for you regarding the loan of the Palenque monolith to Beach Hill. This is embarrassing, but we're saying it.
Buenos dias. Me llamo Nancy Drew. I have some paperwork for you regarding the loan of the Palenque monolith to Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
Hi, Owen Spader. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Owen Spader. Welcome on in. That was a quiet hello. Okay. I beg your pardon, but how does a deputy curator become a pirate in your book? Conquistadors? Oh, Nancy. Are those little hearts around Alejandro in that emote?
I beg your pardon, but how does a deputy curator become a pirate in your book?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects.
Oops.
Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Sounds like they were wonderful people. Can't wait to have them over for tea. Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill? I don't believe in reparations, Alejandro. Nancy. Do you blame Joanna and modern-day art collectors for something that happened long before they were born? I still don't believe in reparations. Where's my third choice? Where's the... I don't love these two choices. Okay. Listen. This game was made when this game was made, and a lot of people were a lot less conscious of this whole business about this whole business. Oh my God, that sounds like my dad. Oh, okay, boomer. People were a lot less aware of or conscious of, or I don't want to say aware of, because you could have been aware of it and still not really been conscious in the sense of giving a rat's ass. So both of these comments are, I find, super insensitive of Nancy to say, but we don't have any other choice, so we have to pick one of them. Neither of them fully acknowledges the long-term damage that actions from the past. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really like, I don't like the idea that Nancy is I want Nancy not to be the jerk in this conversation. I don't want Alejandro to be the jerk in this conversation, but I don't want Nancy to be... This is upsetting. Okay, Owen says, honestly, her interactive went hard with the political statements with this game and the previous. These games designed for young girls in the early 2000s. Yeah, but if you don't have political statements for young girls, how do young women and then adult women be politically conscious? Okay, but I don't like that Nancy is like representative of I don't like Nancy being the stand-in for like... Yes, okay, I see what you're saying. I don't like the idea that Nancy is representative of the white establishment in this conversation. Like, in my head, Nancy is far more politically conscious and so socially conscious, and wouldn't take the stance of, listen, man, just because somebody burned down your ancestors' homes doesn't mean that you get to come in here and tell me not to put your stuff in my museum. This is like Indiana Jones Indiana Jones going to archaeological sites and stealing stuff and then walking away going, this belongs in a museum in North America or Europe. Like, dude, give them back their shit. Okay. This is awesome. I am invested in this story rather than bitching about the game mechanics. So I feel like this is we're on a what am I trying to say? The balances have shifted. I might be yelling and screaming, but I'm yelling and screaming about the story and my opinions on what's happening in the story, and not the game design, development, etc., etc. Okay, and Owen said something else. When I was younger and played these games, I thought Falcone and Alejandro were a little too radical, but they're so right. No, they are 100%. Yeah. I know that. I'm not arguing with baby Owen Spader. I am agreeing with adult Owen Spader. Yes, this is a valid take. Give me back my stuff. Especially because the museum, like, it's not just that you've stolen stuff of historical and cultural significance to a set of people. You also put it in a building and charge people to come and look at it. Do people from the area where the Mayans were get free flights, hotel stays, and admission to come to this museum and look at the monolith that belongs to them? And why should they have to travel to go look at their own stuff? Okay. So, ergo, because I am standing in Nancy's shoes right now, and I have to say one of these two things, I am so fucking angry. This whole rant brought to you by Erin does not want to say one of these two things. Flower plus Tron says, I'm so happy to hear you say this. You have no idea. Oh, no, absolutely. It is fucking... It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Listen, I'm not here to represent all white people everywhere in the whole wide world, but I will say this. We are disgraceful. Like, if white people were like a single, like if they took all of the white people and put them into one single human being, that person is a disgraceful person. Just awful. And I know there are individual white people being good people out there. I am not discounting that at all whatsoever. But like as a... Anyway, okay. So we're moving on from that because I don't want this to be so political that we're like I'm screaming about politics for the whole entire day. Which of these is the least offensive? Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration. It's the "but that was hundreds of years ago" part. Can we remove... I hate this so much. Okay. But that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill? Alejandro, I'm a white woman. Please educate me. I have Mexican friends, Alejandro. Like, it really does sound like, I'm not racist, I have Mexican friends. Do you blame Joanna and modern day art collectors for something that happened long before they were born? I swear to God, both of these are so loaded. All right. Owen, I can't do it. Which one should I say? I'm off. I'm not okay. I'm not trying to offload responsibility for this onto you guys, but I am like, I feel like I'm so mad about the two choices here that I can't pick one. Who'd have thought? I'm not racist. My fridge is black. Oh, Flower, that's so good. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's... I can just see her now. I can see the white lady right now, the specific white lady who says this, and she's got her Stanley cup, and it's like got a little sweater on it because she bought all the accessories for her Stanley cup. She's drinking her water that also has 7 different syrups in it. her hair is like, it's artificially blonde hair, but she's also got like so many extensions that like, just, she looks like Rapunzel. I'm not racist. My dog is black. What? I'm sorry, what? First of all, this is bad on so many levels. First of all, dogs' fur color is the same as people's hair color, so that has nothing to do with race. But even more importantly, and I know that I didn't put these in order of importance because I just wanted to start with the thing that was the least upsetting. Even more importantly, human beings are not dogs. And the comparison is just disgusting. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, listen, I'm sorry. I have to pick one. He was doing because it was, oh, Jesus Christ. It gets worse and worse. It gets worse and worse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to say this one. I'm saying one. I'm picked one.
I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
Okay. Flower, no, absolutely. There is never going to be a problem with someone coming in to say, hey, if your game has something racist in it, speaking of racism, here's some racism that, like, obviously I don't want to turn this into a big political debate or anything, but I'm never going to be like, do you mind? It's not like you hijacked the chat to, like, do a whole thing. I brought it up. Okay. Thank you, Alejandro, for the, why is he smiling like Ken while he's talking about the serious stuff? Yeah, right, eh? Listen, you guys robbed us of our history and our culture. I mean, because the character models are what they are. My favorite one is the one, whatever the one is with the soap opera one. The way their character models move is so uncanny. It's so creeptastic. I love it so much. Okay. But Joanna only wants to display this artwork to celebrate it so the public will be able to enjoy it and learn about your people's great talents and achievements. What do you mean by questionable provenance? I see. Well, I should probably... Jesus Christ, Nancy! I see. Well, I should probably get going here. Okay. Here are our choices. Making an excuse. I'm going to say this one because it's the least awful of the three, because this one here is even worse. Slamming the door in his face. Well, thanks for telling me that, but goodbye. I see. Well, I should probably get going. Here are the changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. I just need your signature, please. Holy fuck, Nancy. Okay, I understand that this game was made 1,000,000 years ago. How long ago was this game made? Please be old. Please be older than I think you are, game. Nancy Drew. Scarlet Hand. (2002) Could this game have... Okay, anyway, everything's fine. Maybe Nancy's just very naive. Has she gone to college? Did Nancy ever go to college? Do we know? Maybe she's just not been exposed to anything outside of her small little world, and the only thing she knows is solving puzzles finding fuses, restarting generators. Okay, I'm going to say this even though I would never in real life.
But Joanna only wants to display this artwork, to celebrate it, so the public will be able to enjoy it and learn about your people's great talents and achievements.
If the American public wants to see our art, they should come to Mexico.
Facts. No notes. Facts. Okay, what do you mean by questionable provenance? That's stolen. It's stolen, Nancy. Stolen art.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
So the problem has been remedied, hasn't it? Oh, Nancy, you naive, naive girl. Then the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right? Oh, she's so naive. She's just so naive.
Then the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
You remember the what was his name? Taylor Sinclair? Taylor Sinclair's mustache. Like, if you ever wanted to telegraph to me that somebody is a shady person, give him that mustache. like, oh my God. I wish. Okay, listen. If we don't finish this game today, tomorrow I'm going to cosplay as Taylor Sinclair. I need to find some eyeliner so that I can give myself the mustache. Okay. Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings? And to you, these people are no better than pirates. Is that right? Yeah, because they are no better than pirates. Yes, Nancy. You are so close to getting it, Nancy. You were so close.
Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
And what if these measures are not taken? Well, I think I'll have to chew on some of these issues for a while, Alejandro. In the meantime, I do need you to sign off on these changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. Do you mind? Alejandro, I don't believe you.
Well, I think I'll have to chew on some of these issues for a while, Alejandro. In the meantime, I do need you to sign off on these changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. Do you mind?
I am still not happy that such a rare find will have its debut exhibition on American soil. But in my country, too, there are people for whom money talks. I will take those documents now.
Okay. As part of their working visit to the United States, the Mexican Secretaries of the Interior, Santiago Creel, and Foreign Affairs, Jorge G. Castaneda, met yesterday with representatives from various non-governmental organizations, NGOs, who something rests their support for, promised their support? No. Oh, something RESSED. Okay, so promise or something their support for the statements made and measures taken by President somebody Fox's administration in the area of human rights. The NGO representatives and is that and? Oh wait, all approved the government's approved the government's decision. Wait, is that what that says? To something the extradition of somebody Miguel Cavallo. Oops.
I guess I should give him the contract.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting. Actually, Alejandro, I think I'm supposed to take them back to Joanna myself.
Actually, Alejandro, I think I'm supposed to take them back to Joanna myself.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
I like that he's like, get the hell out of my sight, lady. Okay. Holy cow, did not expect myself to get that worked up over something while visiting the Mexican consulate. So we're supposed to go to Taylor Sinclair's office as well today. No, I was gonna go, doesn't matter. I clicked it. We're going to Taylor Sinclair's office. Guys, his mustache screams I'm the bad guy. Taylor Sinclair's office. Taylor Sinclair, fine art and rare antiquities.
It's about time. Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass. Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
Is everything about you awful? Because it really seems like it is. Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now what's going on? No, thank you. You said Beach Hill is in jeopardy. I need to know why. Why is he okay? Is he okay? Listen, I've got to say that I think that this guy has had too much plastic surgery. Like, why is his face stretched out like this? He looks like those guys from the Star Trek movie where they where the kids left and then they get the surgery to stretch their faces. So, thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now what's going on? Or no thank you. You said Beach Hill is in jeopardy? I need to know why. Let's just get to the point.
You said Beach Hill is in jeopardy. I need to know why.
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
Do you think there's a connection between the two thefts? What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
Do you think there's a connection between the two thefts?
Who knows? I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Does Joanna share your concerns? Doesn't Beach Hill have a security system in place?
Doesn't Beach Hill have a security system in place?
The museum has a basic alarm system, but it's not exactly state-of-the-art. I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern, but what can I do to help? With so much writing on this exhibit, how can that be?
With so much writing on this exhibit? How can that be?
Who knows?
You're looking for a state-of-the-art detective. Oh, so you're looking for a state-of-the-art detective? Or, I understand your concern, but what can I do to help?
So, you're looking for a state-of-the-art detective?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I'm just a detective, you know. I'm not bionic. I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog. Let's do police dog.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece there by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Mayan artifact. Modest mouse? Most people call me Nosy Parker. But anyway, tell me something about the art business. Is that a contemporary painting? Oh my god, okay. Guys, which one should we do? No more... Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Modest mouse? Most people call me Nosy Parker. But anyway, tell me something about the art business. Is that a contemporary painting?
You bet your socks it is. Would you believe I dug it up in my backyard?
No, but I could humor you. I guess that would make the painting a genuine artifact. Good thing you're not trying to make a living as a comedian. So what about the painting? Okay.
No, but I could humor you. I guess that would make the painting a genuine artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Poppy Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
Oh, I'm glad that you love art for the sake of art and not, you know, just as a money-making scheme. Is Poppy Dada her real name? Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving. Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history. When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get? I'd better get going. Okay, let's ask this.
Is Poppy Dada her real name?
I don't know.
All right. Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
You suck. Also, why out of nowhere tell me they're on the up and up? A pig and a half? What crackdown?
What crackdown?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Okay, you're awful. Alejandro says you're unethical. A modern day... This is like a 4-year-old reporting to somebody like, Mommy says blah, 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 blah about you.
Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground, a lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
I'm fairly certain that is not remotely close to an accurate characterization of Alejandro. When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market.
Jesus, dude, what are you, insane? Shut up. Okay. Well, and now that you've told me about crimes, I'd better get going.
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
This guy sucks. Okay, so this is the modern art painting with the rubber shark. Poppy Dada, was it? Okay. Glad we couldn't turn off his light as we left. Okay, what time is it? Still okay, so we still have enough time, I think, to call the art the packing supplies place, assuming that this doesn't take over an hour to get. Okay, what time is it now? Phew.
Good thing Franklin gave me the museum key.
Yeah, good thing. Okay. Quick, run. Nancy, run as fast as your little legs can carry you. Put these away. Okay, 555-9963.
You have no voicemail. Press.
Silvio's curatorial bonanza.
May I speak to Silvio Jr., please? Actually, okay, let me read them all, sorry. I'd like to place an order, please. May I speak to Silvio Jr., please? Are you still having a sale on packing supplies?
May I speak to Silvio Jr., please?
This is Silvio Jr. What can I do for you?
Are you still having a sale on packing supplies?
Are you still having a sale on packing supplies?
That's right, 30% off on bubble wrap, foam peanuts, heavy-duty tape, medium and large boxes, sticky labels, and why supplies last, of course. Have you ordered from us before?
I think so. We have an account number. Well, I haven't personally, but the museum has. Oh, my God. Nancy, really? You're taking this way too literally.
Yes, I think so. We have an account number.
Okay, good. That saves me a lot of paperwork. What's the account number?
BH119K.
BH119K.
BH119K? Beach Hill? Are you serious?
That's right. I'm the new deputy curator, Nancy Drew. You sound surprised. I guess you were expecting Sunny June?
That's right. I'm the new deputy curator, Nancy Drew.
Well, whoop-de-doo. It's Nancy Drew. But Silvio's curatorial bonanza no longer does business with Beach Hill. I've sent all 6 of the outstanding invoices to a collection agency. And you jokers won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. ever. Do not call here again.
Okay, so that didn't work out in our favor. But we can mark off bring addenda to monolith loan agreement to Alejandro Rio at the Mexican consulate for signature. And let's tell Henrik about the disastrous call with Silvio. Assuming he's at his desk. Oh no, he's gone. Uh-oh.
Beach Hill's been hit. Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
Ruh-roh. We didn't even get all our tasks done. I'm assuming that talking to Sinclair at his office is what triggers this.
I should talk to Joanna before I touch anything.
Something's been stolen. Is she in her office? Like, why wasn't she standing there? Come on in, Nancy. No big deal. I'm back in my office now because who cares?
Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
I'm sorry about the theft, Joanna. It must be a terrible loss for the museum. I'd like to have a look at the crime scene myself. Did the police turn up any clues?
I'm sorry about the theft, Joanna. It must be a terrible loss for the museum.
That's the understatement of the year.
Did the police find any clues around the display case? I don't know if Franklin Rose mentioned this, but I do have some experience with detective work. Do you mind if I check out the crime scene?
I don't know if Franklin Rose mentioned this, but I do have some experience with detective work. Do you mind if I check out the crime scene?
The police took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
Great, I'll let you know if I find anything. What were their initial findings? I've got work to do.
What were their initial findings?
Who knows? Right now, my priority is to get a move on this insurance claim.
And so you're looking through a microscope. That's, do you know how to do paperwork, Joanna? I'm not sure what to do with those exhibit narrations. Can you even imagine? We've been robbed. Okay, but I have like 3 things on my list of tasks. Why did you become a museum curator? When did Henrik come on board? Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures like stealing to reclaim Mexico's artifacts? I've got work to do. Okay. I'm sorry, that's just so hilarious. Okay. Let's ask her this here.
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
Okay. I mean, we might as well. I'm not sure what to do with those exhibit narrations.
I'm not sure what to do with those exhibit narrations.
Henrik can help you with that.
Okay, why did you become a museum curator?
Why did you become a museum curator?
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Oh my God, lady, you are so prejudiced. When did Henrik come on board?
When did Henrik come on board?
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith. He said he'd drop everything to come here and translate those glyphs. He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up? You're hired.
Did you vet him at all? Or just hire him on the spot?
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
Oh, steps away from that lady's villa.
I've got work to do.
See you around.
Okay. The alarm just went off, indicating... I don't even believe this. There's no way. No, yep, 2 hours. Okay. I'm going to run another ad. And I'm going to get myself a snack, but I'm also going to give you guys words on stream while I do that. So I will be back shortly-ish. I'm gonna do this in an order, so no worries. We'll get this sorted out. Okay, so we'll click on the ad. We'll click on the words on stream.
Something and then take 3 times as long as you need to because you have to troubleshoot all these weird issues. And what's even worse than that is you end up with lingering doubts as to whether your workmanship is good. So don't be that person. Take your time and really enjoy the process as much as you can and try to make the product as perfect as you can. Then you'll be able to rely on this thing for years to come.
I am back. I've got a salad. It's a huge salad. Did the music stop? What's going on? Well, that was abysmal. Look at this piece of cabbage from inside my salad. I'm sorry, but how am I supposed to grab this from the fork? happening? Oh wait, there's too many R's in former. Okay, hang on. All right. Okay. What are we gonna do now? We should go do the sorry, there's salad in my okay. We should do the audio thing. So there's arts and crafts. X or black. All right, we need to know these things later for, like, I think quizzes and stuff. So I'm gonna just take a quick picture of this. Is there an audio thing here? No. I thought there was an audio for every single exhibit. Okay. The Maya were renowned for their functional and stylistic expertise in pottery, painting, architecture, and jewelry. Artisans worked with a variety of materials, including clay, jade, gold, limestone, and wood. The variety of tools and materials used by the Maya demonstrate a complex and thriving trade system. But I'm confused. Why? Oh.
Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit, may have been used as vessels for burnt offerings of incense or corn. This bowl was either dedicated to or used to supplicate the god of war, Balak. Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit,
offering bowl to the war god Balak. The logo graphic of black is represented on the base of the bowl. Okay, so this one is correct. So that's based on our notes. Hang on a second. The notes that we took a picture of in Sunny's diary, L is correct. Okay, so I'm gonna get this different notebook out and I'm gonna write. Okay. Audio puzzle. L correct. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it, y'all. Okay, next. Let's go to the end of this one here. This is A and F are on this side. So this should be talking about a ham radio.
It's locked. The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19, from top left to bottom right. Notice how some numbers are represented with bars and dots, and some are represented with pictures.
Okay, so this is the incorrect audio. Ham radio used by the Cortazar Alvarez Palenque expedition circa 1955. That's obviously not the correct audio. On this side,
the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe the Maya may have traveled as far south as the Amazon and as far north as North America. Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe the Maya may have traveled as far south as the Amazon and as far north as North America.
Okay, this might be correct. Geographic range. Because it says range of the Maya and then it says the geographic range of the Maya. So I'm thinking this one is correct. Maya ruins like the one featured in this photo can be found throughout southern Mexico, Guatemala, and western Honduras. Even today, new cities are being discovered by archaeologists.
Although the geographic range...
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, I have to make you leave. Okay, and then here's just 2 pieces of art. Okay. We're gonna come here and look at the plaque that we did not yet look at. Hang on. Who were the Maya? The term Maya refers to a group of Mesoamerican Indians from the region of southern Mexico and northern Central America, noteworthy for their cultural and significant achievements from 1800 BCE to 1500 CE. Mayan society was comprised of a complex system of nobility, priests, warriors, workers, and slaves. Okay. So we now get to go down this row here, and we'll read the plaque. Maya gods. Religion played an important role in Maya society. All scientific progress was impelled by the priest's need to understand and manage the sacred forces of the Maya universe. Different gods represented aspects of Maya life, from basket weaving to calendar days. Even today, little is known about the role or names of the gods represented in Maya artifacts. So this is about gods. Okay, so I gods. Or could be about gods. The deities depicted in this exhibit are the rain, moon, and sun gods.
The Maya were pantheistic, believing in many gods who ruled over different aspects of Maya life. Chak was the god of rain. Ishel, goddess of the moon, presided over childbirth and basket weaving. Ahau Kin represented the sun.
Okay.
The Maya
so this
were
seems to be correct. Then over here we have...
It's locked.
The three masks depict the corn god Yum Kax, the jaguar god Sabalanke, and the sun god Ahaukin. Calendar stones, limestone, Palenque, classic period circa 635 CE. Beach Hill permanent collection. Solkin calendar stones used to compute the 260-day ceremonial year. They must have been way off, like, in terms of when seasons were going to happen, based on the fact that their year was way short. By, like, 105 days. Maya kings. Maya kings not only ruled their people's political and military affairs, but their religious... Oh, maybe they didn't have a lot of changing seasons where they were. That didn't even occur to me. Maya kings not only ruled their people's political and military affairs, but their religious practices as well. Kings were considered to be divinely appointed by the supreme god Itzamna. While the majority of kings were male, there were several notable exceptions, including Lady Kanal Ikal, who ruled for over 20 years. Yeah, kings is gendered for, like, Europeans, but not necessarily for everyone else.
Lady Zak Cook ruled Palenque before her son ascended the throne in 615 CE. Maya tradition required that the kingship be handed down from father to son, but Lady Zak Cook broke this custom by establishing herself as a deity. This gave her the power to justify the new royal lineage. Because his mother had been deified, Pakal often referred to himself as the first true king.
Okay, and then if we want to look at this, Pakal's Ascension, carved panel, Palenque, late classic period, circa 650 CE, Beach Hill permanent collection. In this relief, Pakal's mother offers her son the divine crown for his ascension to the throne. Lady Zak Cook was a powerful figure in Maya history and established the Pakal dynasty. Okay, so this one seems to be correct as well. Okay. This is the thing that we're going to look at later. I want to just get this puzzle out of the way first. Okay, next is language. And this is letters B and D are on this one. Okay. So B, this should be talking about Maya scribes, chronicler of the age. Scribes played an important role in Maya culture, some were elevated to prominent social positions. The Mayan writing system used logographs to represent either
Maya
sounds or ideas.
Recorded the official history of the kings and queens, but very little is known about daily life in the Maya world. Although there are thousands of inscriptions found on artifacts and architecture, there are only a handful of Maya books in existence today.
This seems like
Maya
it might be correct.
scribes
Okay,
recorded the official
stop. This one here, Maya number system. Okay, this is the one that is currently associated with A.
Strange supernatural creatures, sometimes called monsters, played an important role in Maya mythology. These monsters were often associated with the earth, caves, or mountains. The bicephalic monster, sometimes called the celestial or cosmic monster, may have represented the sunrise or a long journey.
Okay, so this obviously is incorrect.
Strange.
Yeah. Okay, down here, we've got rituals. Oh, hang on. Did we not? I didn't look at this. Hang on. Maya language. The Maya writing system is the most advanced ever developed in the New World. As with Egyptian hieroglyphics, symbols represent either sounds or concepts. Mayan is considered as a distinct linguistic group, and several modern variants exist today, including Quiche, Cachical, and Ixil. I hope I pronounced those right. Here we go. Maya customs. Most customs and rituals were based on religious practices and played an important part in Maya daily life. Some, such as the wearing of earrings, are considered by our culture as ordinary, while others, such as bloodletting and human sacrifice, are seen as barbaric. Many ancient Maya customs are practiced today by the indigenous peoples of northern Central America and southern Mexico. Okay. So we are now looking at G and N. Okay, so this one is G. Replicas of body shaping devices. The Maya used these devices to change their appearance.
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar, made up of 20 weeks each with a named day and 13 weeks each with a numerical day. The two types of weeks progress independently of each other.
Okay, so this is incorrect. Because this should be talking about the calendar. This is talking about the calendar. It should not be.
The date on this slab.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, and this is the other one. Maya ball game artifact.
The Maya ball game was a religious activity as well as a spectator sport. Players would propel a rubber ball through a small stone hoop using their thighs, hips, and forearms. It is believed that the players were often sacrificed after a game. The Maya ball...
Lovely. Okay. Now we are going to go down into the garden and... Hang on. Turn around. We're going into the garden. Okay. And in the garden, we've got O. This should be talking about 3 captives to the throne shield jaguar.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments associated with bloodletting. A variety of instruments including stingray spines, thorns, and bone awls were employed for this activity.
All right, so do we think this is the right one? 3 captives? I'm gonna tentatively mark this as correct. Okay, then we have G. Wait, is this C or G? Bicephalic altar. Oh, okay, monsters. So this is the monsters one. Okay, so what is actually here?
Work in some of the most remote
This is ham radio, though.
World. Ham radios are often the only means of contacting the outside world. HAM is an acronym for Handheld Amateur Radio.
Okay, here we go. Ham radio. It should be monsters. Okay, cool. We're getting it. Okay, next we have to go all the way around to the other side. None of this. Okay, hang on. Over here.
Looks like this side is missing a part.
Weird. Can we not go around this thing? Okay. There we go. So we need to get to H.
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with local Kahals. Here, Bird Jaguar stands to the right as the captured lord kneels at his feet.
H
the
is
Kahal
correct.
holds a broken umbrella, a gesture typical of a supplicating captive. The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with local kahals.
Next,
Here,
we have K, which is on the opposite side of H. So that's this one here. Nope, that must not be the right one. Okay, hang on. Dang it, I'm all turned around. Oh, maybe this is this.
In
K?
addition to adorning themselves with...
No, that can't be K. That has to be J. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Marriage lintel. Wait, is the K in the wrong spot on the note? Okay, well, anyway. K, maybe. Marriage lintel. No, this is not one. Okay, this isn't one of them. Okay. Never mind. Let me go back this way and see. This is the... Oh, this is K. Got it. Okay, I found it. Everything's fine. Okay.
The four miniature gods clinging to the vision serpent are the headband twins, Hun, Ahau, and Balaam, and the twins of sacrificial dance, Chak, Shib, Chak, and the baby jaguar. The Maya were particularly fascinated with twins, and many of the Maya gods were paired together.
Okay,
The four
that
miniature
is
gods-
correct. So the last one is this one up here, letter J.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya. In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya.
Is this the calendar one? The famous British explorer Archibald Rutherford discovered this piece in 1884 within the Palenque Temple. The text on the slab commemorates Pakal's ascension, Tolkien date of 6 Lamont. Let me actually look at the item.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty.
Hang on.
Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya. In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and
we've
costumes,
got numbers,
the Maya shaped
appearance,
their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya.
First calendar should be appearance. I guess this should be calendar. All right.
In addition
to all right, let's go see if that is correct. Okay, over here. All right, let's see what the numbers are. So B is currently 8, and that's correct. But, oh. A is currently 7. Okay, so the one that should be numbers needs to be 7. Okay, so D needs to be 7. D is currently 14. So C needs to be 14. Okay. C is currently 5. So A is going to be 5. And then J and N have to switch. Maybe. Okay, let's see what happens if I do this. If I make A 5, C 14, don't worry, I have a way. Okay, this will be 7. Okay, and then on the other side, J. What am I doing? J is 9. And N. Okay. If N is 9 and J is 10. She does not seem to be happy with this, so I've done this incorrectly. Let me see. Five? Okay, A is 5. I did that. B is 7. C is 14. J. Oh, okay. Nope. I got them wrong. Okay. So which one did I think was correct that wasn't correct? Okay, N for sure has to be 10. So G. G is the one that I got wrong, you guys. Wait, what? What? It says here G ball game, and ball game is the audio that was. Because. Okay, which one did I just set to 9? 9. This should be 10. Calendar should be appearance. Wait a minute. Oh, did I have N and G the letters mixed up? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, in which case, yes. Yep. I had N and G's letters mixed up. Okay, so that's 10. This is 13. And then G is 9.
There, that looks like it's in order.
Okay, so that was just me having the wrong. For G and N, I put them in the wrong order on my list. Phew! Okay. Alright, that's done. We're not the most incompetent. We're just somewhat incompetent. Phew! Okay, let's go and mark that as complete on our list here. I know that it seems like we are not prioritizing the theft, but it's because I want to get these tasks done. Okay, reorder Maya numbering exhibit in the main exhibition hall. Apparently, I guess the tags for those are missing. Oh, there's a note. Nancy, something's come up and I'll be gone for a bit. Your mission in the meantime. Run through the temple activities to verify that all questions can be answered based on info available elsewhere in the museum. We don't want a little rascal rebellion on our hands when the exhibit opens now, do we? Be back ASAP. Thanks, Henrik.
You have voicemail. Press 0.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy, thanks.
To replay messages, press 0. Press 9 for an outside line.
Okay. To replay messages, press 0. Press 9 for an outside line. Okay. Actually, I should have replayed that.
You have
Nope, it's gone.
Nancy, hi.
Oh, wait.
It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving.
I got distracted looking at something, so I wanted to just make sure that he didn't say anything beyond just asking us to help
away from your internship,
solve the
but
mystery.
if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy, thanks.
Okay, let's give him a call.
Press
0. Excuse me.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute,
Just a minute.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, well, so that was super fruitful of a phone call. Oh. We need to find Sunny's password. Okay, he likes UFOs. He likes Coco Kringle. We did the audio narration thing. Distract Joanna after her coffee break. I wish I had a computer. He wishes he had a computer. I just have to check out the latest alien adventure game. He would like a game about the Maya and UFOs. Temple in the Sky. I'm trying to figure out what his password could be. Okay, sorry. Coco Kringle. Milk chocolate crunchies, now with 79.5% less fat. La vache, it's very cow. Yummy, crunchy, coco latte. And, okay. Maybe it's the cocoa latte thing? Hang on. Put away the book. Put away the book. Put away the book. Okay. Kokolatty. No, I don't think that's going to be it. Oh. Is there anything in this trash can? I've noticed that I tend not to look in trash cans. And then oftentimes whatever it is in a trash can. All right, let me see what else we need to do. I'm just looking over here on my cheat sheet. Okay, we did that. Sort out the shards of pottery, we did. Packing supplies. We're supposed to talk to Henrik and then that would have been done. The audio narration we did. Pottery shards we did. Addenda to Alejandro we did. Reorder the numbering system. Okay, so the numbering exhibit is Exhibit D, but it's missing 2 tiles. We're supposed to have a drawer opening device in Nancy's desk. I don't have a drawer opening device. So I guess we gotta look at Nancy's desk. Okay, so we can open the top drawer. Can we open the bottom drawer? Okay, what drawer opening device in Nancy's desk? Oh wait, do we have to go get the knob from the front, like from the front where we put the knob on the thing for the audios? Hang on. Use the card on the cabinet to open it, then take some headphones? What? That is not how I got the headphones. Oh, I am so confused. Okay, maybe we just go steal the knob from where we got the I am so confused by this, but it's fine. Maybe we're allowed to take the knob back? No. So are we soft locked if we didn't use the card to open this? Are we now soft locked because we can't open the displays? Or is my walkthrough incorrect? Yeah, I don't have a display opening device.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Okay, so did we get soft locked because I used the knob to open the thing at the front and now we don't have a mechanism for opening these things? If anybody knows the answer to this, can you please put it in chat? Because I just want to know if I need to, like, if I quit the game, do I keep playing or is the game locked from now on? The password is supposed to be Coco Kringle. I tried Coco Kringle and it didn't work. Okay, well, apparently you just have to click on it and it opens. There's nothing. I love when I'm like, hey, I need a walkthrough because nothing is working the way it's supposed to. And the game's like, sure. And someone's like, sure, here's a walkthrough. And the walkthrough says, just click on the door and it'll open. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so we looked. That was it. We grabbed that. That was the only thing we could do. All right, let's go talk to Joanna in her office. According to the walkthrough, that's what we're supposed to do next.
It's locked.
Fabulous. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, stuff to do. Convomatic narrations. JR is hounding me to get this done, but I can't keep all of them straight. The headphones will help me figure out what is playing in the display, and the convomatic machine in the storage room will let me change what plays in the exhibit. So where am I going wrong? I definitely know that the following match. Exhibit B goes with narration 8, E goes with 1, F goes with 6, H goes with 15, I goes with 3, K goes with 12, L goes with 4, M goes with 2, N goes with 10, and O goes with 11. Okay. Stuff to remember. Dots, bars, and gods. Sunnies, I'd rather be counting Sheep Guide to the Maya number system. 0 looks like a turtle shell, but no turtle. 1 dot is 1, 2 dots is 2, etc. 1 bar is 5, so 2 bars is 2 by 5 or 10. Picture this. Each dot is an individual fingerprint, greasy from spicy wontons, and the bar represents the whole hand, like a set of 5 fingers. A bar with a dot next to it, 5 plus 1, is 6. So 3 bars and a dot, 16. Yes? Bars are usually vertical, up and down. Dots should be to the left of the bars. Here's the catch. If it doesn't look exactly like a dot or a bar, it doesn't count. Squiggles, ovals, incomplete dots, crooked bars, chocolate bars, mini stars, horseshoes, shamrocks, diamonds, half moons, scribbles, dribbles, none of these count. Also, the Maya often put decorative marks next to their numbers, so just ignore anything that's not a bar or a dot. I repeat, anything that does not look like a plain old dot or bar is out. Easy as sleeping on the job, right? Not quite. Some gods also represent numbers. They're pretty tough to pick out at first, but they'll grow on you, just like mold on cheese. Some good rules of thumb. 1. Hun has fish lips, a really big nose, and a set of good teeth. 2. Ka has a big hat with 5 fingers and a semi-oval in it. I'm going to take a picture of this. I feel like we're going to need it. Okay. 3. Ox looks like a doctor. 4. Con has his or her tongue sticking out. 5. Ho has wrinkles and a fancy hat. 6. Wok wears an eye patch with an X in it. 7. Wook wears rectangular glasses and a small oval on the forehead. 8. Waksak has a curly forehead ornament and a peace symbol on cheek. 9. Bolon has a beard or acne. I think my picture ended at 9. No, it ended at 10, so we can Read 10. 10. Lahoon looks like death, no nose and removable jaw. 11. Bullock is frothing at the mouth and has 3 curly ovals on the head. 12. Laka. 13. Oxlahoon has a T on the cheek. 14. Canlahoon. 15. Hulahoon. 16. Waklahoon. 17. Wuklahoon. 18. Waxaklahoon. Okay, so you add... all look like the original numbers put with the removable jaw of Lahoon. Got it. Okay. Stuff to forget. That's funny. System login, S June, system password, space baby. Temple quizzes. I can't figure out the answers to the level 2 quiz questions about the matchmaker, and Henrik isn't speaking to me right now. He's way too touchy about that old ham radio. So either I'm blind as a bat and can't find the exhibit that has the answer, or we just never put it in. Details. Joanna is no help on this, so I'll just have to wait for a horde of visitors getting very frustrated with this question once we open the museum. I'll let Henrik deal with the trauma. I came up with a great question for level 3, but Henrik hates it. Once I get some time, I'll make an exhibit for this. Just don't know where I can get my hands on one. I wonder if Joanna will spring a trip for me to go down to Guatemala. Don't be silly. Okay, and stuff to work on. Dissertation topic: the demise of the ancient Maya drought. Sorry, the demise of the ancient Maya drought, plague, or UFO? Why and how did Maya civilization disappear so quickly? Maya were sophisticated astronomers. Were they trying to achieve space travel? Great Amerindian civilizations like the Maya and Inca believed to have contact with extraterrestrials. Were the temples actually control towers? Research 20th century artist Manuel Mendoza and spaceship motif. Research claims that Maya disappearance on Earth was due to departure for other worlds. Research claims that many flying saucers sighted today are being piloted by Maya elders. What are you even talking about, dude? Okay. Do I have new notes to read? Taylor is concerned about a series of thefts in the art world and worries that Beach Hill may be next. The Bacall carving was stolen. I should see if Joanna or Franklin need me to investigate. Need to investigate crime scene and talk to anyone who may have been at museum. Henrik, Taylor, or Alejandro. Henrik's gone for a bit but needs me to test all of the temple activities. Police are done with crime scene. Perhaps analysis of handprint will help. Okay. I think this is a good stopping place for today. I feel like we made some good progress. I am feeling positive feelings and I'm in a good vibes for Nancy and this game so far. So that's really excellent news. I love that for us. I especially love that for me. So I'm gonna write myself some notes about things that I want to do the next time I play so that we don't forget. So step 1 is that I want to call everyone. Okay. I need to talk to Joanne. I need to find Henrik if I can. To talk to him about the supplies. Okay. I need to find a way to unlock the cases to fix the numbering, the numbers exhibit. And I need to test, quiz, and the Bool game. Okay. But I really feel a lot better about this game than I have felt in months. So, I think that's really good news. Let's go find somebody to raid out to. I'm going to save my game. I'm saving my game and I'm gonna name the save file. Holy cow, in way better mood. Okay, I guess I'm... Holy cow. Way better. Okay. Your game has been saved. Done. Okay, I'm gonna exit the game here. And then let's go find somebody to raid out to. But guys, I feel like night and day difference in terms of my mood regarding this game. Yippee! I might, depending on how I feel, I might stream again later tonight, but if I do, I will be playing something completely different. Like, I'm not going to play Nancy Drew again this evening. Let's see who's live. Sorry. Right. Is anyone we know playing a Nancy Drew? Okay, which Nancy Drew might we want to join people play? I mean, it's not telling me anyone's playing this one, so... Alright, no one's playing Secrets Can Kill. Anyone playing... The final scene. Stay tuned for Danger is the one with the one I couldn't remember earlier. If I just do a generalized Nancy Drew, yeah, no, okay. This is not working out. Okay. Let's go join War Never Changes. He is doing some kind of event situation. I think it looks like maybe he's been growing his beard for a long time and now he's going to do some kind of like, possibly there's some kind of, I don't know what's happening. Why don't we just go join him and find out? Instead of me guessing, let's just go join and find out. It's spring shaving. $1 or 100 bits or 25k channel points will get you a wheel spin. And then you, hang on, looking, playing a game. Okay, there's, yeah, it's some kind of fundraising type of thing, I think. Anyway, let's go join and have a good time. Everybody be so nice and delightful. And we will meet up again soon. Tomorrow we are going to play some more of Nancy Drew. The one we're playing today. Okay. Anyway, I love you all so much. You are wonderful, amazing people. Bye to everybody. And I will see you all again very, very soon.